Okay, so let's talk about AI. These tools are pretty incredible, right? They help us study, create, and solve all sorts of problems. But here's the thing. Just like with social media, you gotta know the rules of the road to stay safe. Understanding how to use AI responsibly is a huge part of being a good digital citizen today. So let's jump right in.
I mean, you've probably already used it, right? Maybe to brainstorm an essay, fix some grammar, or, I don't know, explain a super tricky math problem. It's like having this powerful assistant right at your fingertips.
But here's the question. Do you actually know the rules to stay safe and stay in control? Because AI, it adds some new twists to being online. It can feel really personal, and it sounds so confident, which is exactly why you need to know how to handle it.
All right, to get our brains warmed up, how about a quick challenge? I'm going to throw a few scenarios at you. All you have to do is think, is this a safe way to use AI, or not so much?
Okay, first one. Imagine you need directions. You pull up an AI and you type in your home address to ask for the best route. What do you think? Safe or unsafe?
Okay, next up. Let's say you are completely stuck on your science fair project. So you ask an AI to help you brainstorm some creative ideas. What's the verdict? Is that a safe way to use it? All right, what about this one? You upload a picture of your friend, and, key detail, you didn't ask them first, and you ask the AI to do something silly, like analyze their personality. Safe or unsafe? And for our last one, you tell an AI the name of your school and the exact time your soccer practice ends. Safe or unsafe? You know, some of these might have seemed totally fine, but others probably set off a few alarm bells. Now, let's break down the why behind all this. So, all of this, it really boils down to one simple, super important idea: protecting your data and your privacy. This is the foundation for, well, for everything else we're going to talk about.
And this brings us to the number one rule. If you remember nothing else, remember this. AI tools don't get to know the real you, period. And AI is a tool. It doesn't need to know who you are, where you live, or anything personal about your life. It never should.
And that means you never share the kind of stuff you see here. We're talking your full name, your school ID, photos of you or your friends, your phone number, your address, even the name of your school. So why is this such a big deal? Well, a lot of these AI tools actually save what you type in to improve their systems. That chat you just had, it doesn't just vanish. It can be stored for years, and yep, even read by actual human researchers. And hey, it's just as important to protect your friends' privacy as it is to protect your own.
So, have you ever noticed that some of these AI tools have age limits? You might see 13 plus or 18 plus. Ever wonder why that is? I'll give you a hint. It has nothing to do with how smart you are. It's all because of laws, specifically one called COPPA. It's a US law that's designed to protect the online data of anyone under 13. See, the companies that make these AI tools might be collecting data in a way that's just not allowed for younger users, so they put up an age gate to follow the law. Okay, so what does that mean for you? The guidance is actually pretty simple. If you're 12 or under, you should only be using AI tools that your school or a parent has given you the green light for. If you're 13 or older, you've got a little more freedom, but you still have to follow all the safety rules we're talking about today.
You ever stop and wonder why so many of these amazing, powerful AI tools are free? It's pretty simple, really. Your data is valuable. The questions you ask, the info you put in, all of that helps these companies improve their AI, train new versions, and figure out how people are using their stuff. Just knowing that that's the deal is the first step to protecting yourself.
All right, so we know that protecting your data from the get-go is absolutely crucial. But what happens in the middle of a conversation? You also need to know how to spot when a chat with an AI starts to feel a little off. Let's talk about the red flags you got to watch out for.
Okay, keep your eyes peeled for these big warning signs. If an AI starts asking for your personal info, that's a huge red flag. If it tries to act like your best friend or a therapist, saying things like, "I'm the only one who understands you." Nope, another red flag. And you definitely have to be careful if it gives you unsafe advice, tries to manipulate you, or, and this is a big one, states something that's totally wrong, but says it with 100% confidence.
And this is so important, I'm going to say it again. An AI is not a person. It is not your friend. It doesn't have feelings. It's not your therapist. It is just a program, a tool that's really, really good at finding patterns in a ton of data.
Whew. Okay, we have covered a lot of ground. So let's pull this all together into one simple checklist you can run through in your head every single time you use an AI. All right, here it is, your AI safety checklist. Number 1, keep your personal info private. We've covered that one a lot. Number 2, stick to school-approved tools. Number 3, trust your gut. If a conversation just starts to feel weird or uncomfortable, stop. Just end it. 4, fact-check anything important the AI tells you. And number 5, and this is maybe the most critical rule of all, if anything seems wrong or makes you feel unsafe, tell a trusted adult. Immediately. Because really, this is the whole point. When you follow these steps, you're in the driver's seat. AI becomes a tool that you control, not a tool that controls you. You get all the awesome benefits of this technology without taking on the risks.
Look, AI is an incredibly powerful tool, and it's changing our world fast. So the only real question left is, now that you know the rules, are you in control?